Hey everybody, this is Shawn Powell. This is going to be for Power Lead Systems, but y'all, I'm going to talk about something that's going to seem extremely unusual, especially for new people, and it's a very big secret to some degree as to how a lot of people make a lot of money with Power Lead Systems, and people don't even really grasp how we're doing it in the process. I love Power Lead Systems, and I'm going to tell y'all it has probably been one of the most rock solid businesses I've ever been a part of. Here's the irony of it. I've never promoted Power Lead Systems by itself. And I know that sounds crazy. So why is it that a business that I love, absolutely love, has everything to do with how I got free from a job? And it does. Power Lead Systems, without it, I would not have been able to quit my job. I would not have been able to make ridiculous income at certain times in my online business in excess of 40,000 plus a month, y'all. And I don't even do paid advertising like solo ads and some like so many people that start small, scale up, and go up that way. I use this the same phone I paid $250 for years ago. It's an old S3 phone, and I use YouTube and I use some software. And to right on up to a couple of months ago, it was free software. So how is it that I was able to come into businesses and start from a dead stop and go to 10K plus a month in the bank, in the pocket, at over every month at 10,000 plus a month in 90 days? And 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 the big secret really has a lot to do with the fact that when I've got Power Lead Systems, and I'm sure this is going to be really illustrated, I'm going to probably draw them up here. Let's say you've got two businesses, right? And this is going to be leveraging one business with another business. Okay, so I want you to grasp this. Let's say that we've got the primary business on the left over here, right? Okay, on the right side, we're going to have Power Lead Systems. Now, I am actually going to show you this business is out of commission right now. I don't know if it'll ever come back. I hope it does because so many people loved it. But I can't say, and to be honest, if you liked it or not, it's not the point. You could take any business that I'm about to show you and teach you what to do and really grow your Power Lead Systems business in the process. Okay, so listen to what I'm going to tell you here. Okay, so left side we've got Power Lead System. I'm sorry, the primary business, which is going to be Traffic Monsoon. Okay, right side is going to be Power Lead Systems. Now I'm gonna go to my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel, and these were older videos, right? Now I typed in the word. This is show, traffic monsoon and Shawn, right? Let me go to page one here. So this is page one. This was let's see, well, it's traffic monsoon and traffic hurricanes. It's a little different. This is about a year ago, y'all. I think August is when traffic monsoon really started having its issues. But if you notice, there's a whole bunch of pages here. All of these are my pages, right? And from what I can tell, it looks to be probably about seven, at least 7 pages of 20 on each one. So I bombarded the world for YouTube for traffic monsoon. Now, to be honest, anybody who gets in doing YouTube marketing, your biggest goal is to get all over page one of the business for certain keywords. Now, in my opinion, Traffic Monsoon was the very first business that I promoted directly with YouTube. I didn't do a whole lot of Facebook, and I didn't do any at the beginning. I was making 10,000 plus a month before I even started picking my phone up doing any real promoting at all with Facebook. The irony of it is I got free from a job using my phone and Facebook. And I had done a little bit of YouTube, but I wasn't getting any real results from that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I had learned that if I need to focus, and I've talked about that before, I'm not going to get all sidetracked on that, but focusing it, one way of getting out to people is the way to do it, right? Okay, so if I'm hammering away every day, and I was making some pretty good money, I'd gotten over $100,000 over here, and like I said, about every month, she was really starting to roll. after that third month where I was making 13,000 plus a month, and before I started having issues inside of traffic monsoon. So this was my game plan, and you really the most money that you wind up making is when you actually have a game plan that makes sense and you stick to it. Sometimes a game plan can be something as simple as certain things you say that you make sure you say it every time. They could be a call to action that you make out the people. That to me is what a game plan can be. It's very simple. It's a sense of call to action. It is a something from applying action that you've learned that helps you out. Okay. Now here's a good example. 1 year ago, I got 6,000 views for this one video, right? Okay. So let's go back to the diagram. Traffic monsoon sitting here, and I've got power lead system sitting over here. Well, let's look at the numbers. Traffic hurricane, when I first got in, had like 1.2 million people in it. Okay. So there's a lot of established people already. A lot of people, and they came in when PayPal was still connected, and they were making a crap load of money because PayPal is so easy. I can say, okay, I'm gonna use PayPal. Bing, ding, it's there, and you got paid. So PayPal can be really easy for businesses. The problem with PayPal is they hold the keys to the car, the keys to the house, basically, and they can shut you down just as quick as anything. PayPal is not a bank, so it doesn't fall in regulations as like banks do. So a lot of people like to use PayPal when they first start a business because of everybody's got a PayPal account. That really kind of goes back to the eBay, when PayPal is such a big deal. But eBay blew up and PayPal's the way that you paid. For that 180-day security. But 180 days is what shoots you in the tail in the first place. I don't want to get too sidetracked. But the whole point was, so this business took off. A lot of people making a lot of money. The owner, Charles Scoville, like him or not, you can say what you want, but the man did care about his people. He did. He tried to be as transparent as he could be for just about everything. The man meant well. I will say that. I do believe Charles is a good man. Bad decisions, probably. Okay. But listen, 1.2 million people here, right? Now I'm going to show you an example of this here. So let's go to the official Power Lead Systems Facebook group, right? Now don't you look at this. 38,814 members. Okay, this is the official Power Lead Systems Facebook group. Now, at this time a year ago, we had just broke slightly over 30,000 members. Now, understand, this is people in the Facebook group. A lot of these people, just because you quit doing a business, you let the monthly fee drop or whatever, so he's really not a member anymore. You don't really drop the Facebook group. Most people don't. You just don't pay it no mind, right? So you got to realize, out of those 30 some thousand, to be honest, probably half, maybe half, are members. So you're talking about Power Lead Systems now, an incredible business. It is a awesome secret that most people don't even know about, to be honest. That could change people's lives, but only 20,000 people, let's call 20,000 people is in it, right? Okay. So if I got 20,000 people in Power Lead Systems and I got 1.2 million people inside of Traffic Monsoon, right? Okay. Here was my game plan, and this worked for me severely. If I hadn't got free from a job in the first 6 months, I could have done it in about a month and a half, because it's a game plan that I designed for myself. Now, I also learned later on, I'm not the only one to learn to do this. But without Power Lead Systems, I really couldn't have done it, to be honest. Power Lead Systems was the way I was able to make my own landing pages, my own sales pages, and to really harness perfecting what I needed to say in those videos. And I was really excited about the business. People could sense it. I loved the Traffic Monsoon. I loved the people that were excited about it. Everybody loved it. People get up in the morning time and go check they'd go check their computer before they even go pee, to be honest, because they loved it. They wanted to see how much money they made. And I did too, man. I can honestly tell you the truth. I loved it. I loved every day about Traffic Monsoon. The name just flowed off my tongue. I enjoyed it so much, right? Okay, but if I'm making my own share codes, or I'm sorry, my own landing page sales pages, and I'm talking about a business that I love like that, I'm gonna get a lot of attention, right? Especially 1.2 million people in it. In a very, very short period of time, it got to 1.8 million people in it. And then it's 2.5 million people in it, right? There's 20,000, if at most, to be honest, about 20,000 people in Power Lead Systems. Now, if I'm making this where it says Traffic Monsoon, the description says Traffic Monsoon. I talk about Traffic Monsoon and I show Traffic Monsoon, right? In a landing page, sales page that I created. So, in all fairness, it's for Traffic Monsoon, right? About halfway through the video, now I'm not going to do it, but I'm sure it is. I start telling people the importance of Power Lead Systems, what it has meant to me, and how it's the answer not to Traffic Monsoon, but to any business. And I'm still standing behind that. Okay. What do you think happens inside of my Power Lead Systems business? Now think about this. Let's say 2.5 million people is what initially got into it at the near the end when it started having problems with SEC. But listen to this: 2.5 million people. How many of those people do you think were watching my videos who were already in the business? There was a bunch. There's a bunch of people that was doing it, right? I don't care. They believed in the business. They loved the business. They wanted to do well in their business. Here I come in by laying the hammer down, believing in the business. I became a huge beacon for Traffic Monsoon. Obviously, I mean, look how much work I put into this thing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's a crap load. I don't even know how many videos I made. I would say probably over 200 videos, if not more than that. So I was putting the hammer down on a business I was excited about, and I become to where I was kind of like a poster child because I didn't know many people in Traffic Monsoon I got up to 140, like 145 active members, and I was not in it a year. It wasn't even in a year. And this was during the time when PayPal went down and I had to rebuild it. So I had to rebuild it twice, to be honest. I went from 0 to 10K plus a month twice in Traffic Monsoon, not once, but twice. If that hadn't taken place with the whole deal with the PayPal, I'm gonna tell you, I would have been seriously 30,000 plus a month inside of Traffic Monsoon by itself. Okay, so if I'm busting my ass like that and I'm getting seen left and right, of course I'm getting in new members, right? One out of every three people I was sponsoring somewhere in the ballpark, damn close to that, were going active, and a lot of them were going big because I was telling people they need to go big in the business, just like I did. So I'm giving them the call to action. I'm showing them everything. They felt good with it, jumping aboard with it, right? Okay. A lot of these people are watching me who are already in the business. Well, what do they want to do? They're feeding off of me as well. And every one of these videos, halfway through, I tell them how important Power Lead Systems is. How many of these people that wanted to do great in Traffic Monsoon are coming into my Power Lead Systems business? I got 27 diamonds last year. I think it was in February or March. I think March, something like March or April. I can't remember. All of that came from the momentum that I tapped into with Traffic Monsoon. Now, again, 2.5 million people leveraging with a business with 20,000 people in it. What are the chances that the people who are watching me are already in Traffic Monsoon, that love it, that have never heard of Power Lead Systems? Now, I think you've got the idea now that, no matter what I'm doing, whatever the business is, if I had a primary business, Power lead systems would always be the backbone business for me. I'm not just saying that. I can tell you as a God's honest truth, without power lead systems, I wouldn't have had anything because I didn't have a landing page, sales page without it. So I created and used my own tools, and I used power lead systems for what it was made for. And I branded the hell out of myself. I told people what I thought about my business. I showed them I was excited about it. I told them what it was meaning to me, what would mean to me. I showed them my proof of income. I inspired people, man. I got so many people as in Traffic Monsoon that daily told me, "I wish I'd got in with you, man. I wish I did." That's a great thing because they will follow you into other businesses, and a lot of them did. But it's that leveraging of one big business into power lead systems. And this is the thing, what makes this different? Because a lot of y'all, what you're going to do is you're trying to promote power lead systems directly by itself at an open clientele, right? In other words, a lot of these people don't have a business. They don't have anything to really promote. Now, power lead systems is strong enough to stand on its feet, okay? But I will tell you, you need to provide an answer for them. And the reason why is because when somebody comes into power lead systems, there's a learning curve. And the reason there's a learning curve is because power lead systems is unlimited to what you can do. If it's unlimited, then you really need to learn to give guidance because new people that come in, I'm gonna call them grandpa. Nothing about this, but I get a lot of seniors that come in my business because I talk about belief, sacrifice, commitment, stuff like. I sound a lot like old school Amway, so a lot of seniors have a tendency to relate to me. Okay, and I love that because I love my seniors. But I can tell you, Grandpa, he would go into a business and spend a lot of money, but I literally have to teach him how to right click a mouse. See what I'm saying? So power lead systems can be intimidating for someone at the beginning. Now, you got to provide the solution. What's the solution? A share code. What is a share code? If you don't know what that is, let me show you. A share code is when you got a sales page that's up here that explains everything. You have got let me see if I can't find it. Okay, this is one of my landing pages. Okay, I look kind of goofy there. Yeah, this is one of my landing pages, and that I like to put me in it. Don't have to be to be initialized as a landing page, but I like to have me put me in it so that people see someone they can relate to, and they can tell that they tell that they're being sincere. Okay, so when you got that, what magically happens is instead of this kiss my butt and then put in some kind of email, what happens is your ratio of real emails pick up severely. Okay? Why does that work out like that? Because you don't have some bubblehead cartoon character sitting here and that's it. All people really want to do is to just get the information. Just want to get the information out. You know what? Don't hold me to it. I just want to see what you got. So, if you're going to have that approach for a lot of people, there's going to be an awful lot of fake emails. Why was that such a high or such a good percentage? Some of it might have been duplicates. I don't know, but whatever it was, is because they're connecting to a real person before they go through. Okay, so by me putting me in my business, even if this went straight to a sales page that's not me, they still had a chance to connect with me. They still get to know who I am. And that helps provide me real emails for a real list. And that makes a big difference. So my landing page would be this one. Now, obviously, you could go from here straight to a sales page where if you think they do a great job, then great. At minimum, I would put me in the landing page. Okay? So if you're brand new and you're not ready for that, that's fine. But in due time, you do want to lift yourself up to that point. Okay? Because branding yourself into a business is priceless. There's nothing else. I can tell you, if there was 5,000 people in the business and I had to pick, one person that's going to do great. It'd be the one that's standing there by themselves, making their own content with landing page, sales pages, in a business that they believe in. If they really believe in, bust their ass. I'd put my money on them any day. Because I'm gonna tell you what, they're gonna be head and shoulders above all these other 5,000 people that's in it, and they're gonna have content. If everybody was advertising at the same place, and they all had the same default landing pages, sales pages, right? But you had your own content, and you're showing people what it really means to you, you're gonna blow their doors off, y'all. And I'm not just saying it. I know that for a fact. That's what Power Lead Systems is. That's what Power Lead Systems. That's what it is for me. It's duplication. It is branding myself. It is being able to create share codes for my downline so they can be replicated. To me, that's exactly what Power Lead Systems is. Traffic, business, big business, whatever it is, sitting over here that I believe in, that I know I'm going to bust my ass in, right? Okay. So I know I'm going to bust my ass in. Then I've got Power Lead Systems sitting over here. I'm not promoting Power Lead Systems directly. Now, to be honest, a lot of those that came into Traffic Monsoon, I either had a share code for them and it would get them started. And it was just like this. The first one is going to be for their business. It would have been Traffic Monsoon. Second one right here would be for Power Lead Systems. They would click right here and it would take them to this page. I'm sorry. Well, it would have been a page for Power Lead Systems. They would have signed up there, and this one is the initial, sign up. I'm sorry, setup page. So that's what it is. It's not many pages. It's really necessary. You have a page for sales page one, which is your primary business. Sales page two, which would be Power Lead Systems. You can have other things as well. I'd be real careful for putting too many things in it because the more hoops you jump through, that's going to be more hoops they'll have to jump through. And if you don't know, here's proof. Let me show you. 902 right here, right? This is the setup page. 8,891. Let me refresh. Look at that. Okay. Look at that, y'all. So how many more people have come through and seen this in a very short period of time? You see what I'm saying? So obviously, every hoop that they have to jump through is going to cut it back less, 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 and less, less. You're never going to have 100%. So I would want to have less hoops as possible because you're going to have a percentage drop off of each hoop that they have to jump through. And that's just me personally. I would say try to make it clean, get as much stuff out there as you can. And y'all, that technique I just described, it worked so well. And I can take it right now and put it Powerly Systems with another business and know damn well that I'm going to grow the hell out of my Powerly Systems business. I will tell you this. The strong point is yes, you will get a lot of members in the Powerly Systems. Second strong point, they love a primary business that y'all do together. It isn't Power Lead Systems, it's the primary business. So they are going to use their tools. They're going to do share codes more than likely, more than anything, right? And when someone uses their tools and love what they're doing, they'll continue to do so, right? Because they want to duplicate this page. Let me get the words up. Okay, so because they're going to want to duplicate this page and use it, right? That's really what they're really thinking about Power Lead Systems. You're providing the solution for them, okay? That's the high part. That's the great part. That's the part I'm gonna make a crap load of money. These people will go diamond in a heartbeat. A lot of these people wanted to do a business with me because they were already in Traffic Monsoon, so they couldn't do Traffic Monsoon again. They're already in it, but they wanted to be part of what I do because of the fact that I influenced them so much in Traffic Monsoon. Some of these people signed up at Traffic Monsoon and didn't even understand it until they saw my videos. You understand what I'm saying? So that was me just putting my work in. You don't think they wouldn't get my Powerly Systems business when every video I'm saying is, well, Powerly Systems is the answer to any online business? They're going to get in it. Okay, y'all. Well, that's the highlight of thing. Here's the downside to it. When your Power Lead Systems business is built off of another business, what if something happens to that business, right? What's going to happen to all your Power Lead Systems people? You are going to lose half right from the get-go. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that. That's real. That's real time. I've seen it cut in half. Frank Calabro, he's never said it before, but I know he's the same thing. When we're both doing something about the same, I see the same things he does. He sees the same thing I do. To be honest, we may not say it, but we know what's going on. We're seeing it together because we're in the same Facebook groups, basically the same people. To be honest, same type of people in these groups. So we both see things at the same time. So both of our businesses, and he can confirm that, is both cut when this primary business, something happens. Now, a lot of times it's nobody's fault. There's nothing you can do about it. And it's fun. That's what online business is about. To be honest, y'all, I'll take one more second here. If something happens to a business you're in, there's nothing that you can do about in the first place. It could be the CEO makes a decision that you don't like. Either you're on board or you're not. If the SEC comes in and causes conflicts with your business, it's not your fault, to be honest, Joe. You know what I'm saying? It's not a whole lot you can do about it. So hope, keep with the group. Hope, do whatever you can to uplift everybody and say, y'all, I hope we can make it. Never try to spread negative inside of a Facebook group. It produces a rapport that's terrible. It'll eat through everybody. You know what I'm saying? So you always want to hang with a leader who doesn't go crazy like that. Okay, so that makes a big difference as well. Now, um, the reason that I decided to do Power Lead Systems by itself now is because I've never done Power Lead Systems by itself. I've always done what I just described, leveraging a business against Power Lead Systems. And I have gotten incredible results with it in the process. And my game plan is simple, but it's effective. And you got to be all in on that business now. You cannot halfway do Traffic Monsoon and expect to have a following of people. You're gonna have to be the poster child. You're gonna have to go all in. Now, while people are coming to my Power Lead Systems business, what's the very first thing I do? I tell them, y'all, you need to go ahead and go diamond right from day one. You need to go ahead and go platinum. You've got to go all in on this business, or you're going to be waiting to give money away. And let me tell you who's going to go to me. Okay. And then I would scroll down in my Gmail and I would show where I make $400, however many I've made. I've made a bunch of them, y'all. Last month I made five platinums. I forgot how many diamonds I got, blah, 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 but a decent amount, right? Let them understand and know that if they are not platinum and diamond, that they're waiting to give money away. And what's going to happen is all you got to do is tell them what diamond and platinum is and explain to them how they get emails letting them know they just lost $100. And they will continue to get emails until they get qualified. And before long, it'll be more expensive not to be qualified than it will be to be qualified, right? So when you tell them that, they will upgrade inside their business. Upgrading does not mean that you just make $400 or $100 or whatever, plus the passives you get, plus the uh, if your downline gets paid, you get paid in the process, right? Okay, so you're making all sorts of type of money from being qualified for diamond and platinum. But here's another great thing that y'all don't know. People that spend $100, $147 for diamond, people that spend $500 for platinum, and we make $400, $450 goes back to the people. Incredible ratio, right? Those people are not normally the ones who quit gold real soon. They have invested money into what they're doing. So it locks them into place for being a gold member, which means what? You're going to get paid more. Now, because they are dedicated to it, you get a 50% match of whatever they make inside of gold plus their pass ups. See what I'm saying? And all this comes from them going diamond and platinum and locking themselves into a position for Power Lead Systems. So, yes, you do want to tell people because it makes good sense. And if you don't, y'all, I lost 2 platinums in the first. It took about a month before I lost my first one. I lost my second one in less than a month from the first one. So that would have been $800 in 1 month, y'all. It still haunts me. I've made good money in online business, and I still think about that $800. Okay, so in my opinion, you need to go ahead and go diamond and platinum as soon as you can. Get yourself fully positioned and really take Power Lead Systems seriously. The main reason I'm taking Power Lead Systems seriously now for the first time is because I'm tired of rebuilding my businesses to where something happens here. Power Lead Systems is rock solid, yo. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that. If you don't know who Michael Price is, he's very religious. He's just a good guy. And you look at the ratios. Look at Neil Geist, man. If you ever need anything, you go in the Facebook group. You're talking about it. This is stand-up people that will just as soon pick the phone up and call you and talk to you about problems that you're having and helping you fix it as anything. It's not normal. Out of $497 payment for platinum, that 450 of it goes back to the people in the business. 450. Every Wednesday before lunchtime, we get paid. It's like clockwork. It costs $1 to get paid. You can't go to the ATM and get that. Tell me this business is not made by good people. You understand what I'm saying? There's a difference. So, in my opinion, the people that's doing this business are the right kind of people. What we need to do is start focusing towards it. And we've got new things coming. They're going to make a new drag and drop system. They've got it where if you go to the events, your downline goes, you get paid. It's like $250 for every person that goes to the events. They're having 3 a year right by itself. And not only that, it goes 2 layers too. So it's not just that, it goes below it as well. And we're looking at bringing in some new pay commissions to come in as well. So more than just gold, diamond, and platinum, we're going to actually be looking at adding some more as well in the near future. You don't need another business when you have that. Let's say if they bring in $1,000, hopefully, we kind of talking about, I hope so. Let's say that they bring in $1,000 commission. You know what $1,000 do for people? It changes people's lives. Okay, $1,000 is a sweet spot. It is really a sweet spot. And the next layer above it, just because I got paid 1,000 and you sponsored me, if you sponsored me, you would get paid like $150 or $100 just because of that, just because you took the time to sponsor me. This stuff starts adding up, y'all. Because of it being like it is, the right kind of people pays like it does. It's the answer to any business you ever want to get into. Um, I went ahead and made my own chair code because I wanted to produce the solution and take away the fog for new people. That's exactly what my system's for. I really wanted to make it simple. And I had somebody today that came in, never set up anything, never done anything, and didn't even have to even send me a question about it. So I know I did a good job in my videos and in the illustrations to get it where they can put it all together and have the same. They're beautiful pages, y'all. I got 19 landing pages in here. I got my own built-in training page. This thing's a beast. It really, really is, y'all. Banners, training page. There's a setup page, my YouTube channel, access to landing pages, so you can get to see all the landing pages. That's my setup page right here, y'all. I show you not only in the video, but also in this illustration right here. Um, okay, this is my training page, which I put one more video up here today. I put 3 or 4 up there yesterday for Power Lead Systems. I'll be putting this one here as well. And this is built inside. On top of that, y'all, inside of my actual funnel, I've got this right here. It's got live chat, so you connect directly to the people that's inside of Power Lead Systems. And a lot of these people, y'all, they love this business. So you have straight access to us anytime you want to. On top of that, I got Wednesday's webinar. I got Thursday's webinar, y'all. And automatically, all you got to do is watch it. If you don't get there at 10 o'clock, it doesn't matter. They keep the older one in there so that you can watch that one. You can send your downline to it. And look at this, y'all. There's me right here, right? That would be you down here. And whoever comes through here can ask questions and stuff like that. When they go in, they will be in your business. You understand what I'm saying? So this works like crazy. This is built inside of it, and it's a beautiful page, y'all. This is absolutely one of the prettiest and most effective hangout pages I've seen. And how much did I like it? Enough that I put it in my own sales funnel. Okay. And we got the other one as well for the Thursday hangout right here. So every Wednesday and Thursday. This sales funnel is made to give clarity. It's simplistic. Somebody can take this, study the training, just like I said, get out to people, however you like to do it, don't really matter. Focus it one way, get out to people and master that one way, and be able to up and go with it and start making money. And to me, that's exactly what I want Power Lead Systems to do. I want to produce a solution for them so that they can get out there, feel good about it right from the beginning, and start making money. Okay. So anyhow, y'all, I'm going to end this video. I didn't want to make this long. Just understand that if you're leveraging, and I've got this huge, business over here. It ain't even got to be big. I have used it with other businesses as well, but I would say if it's big, and you're out there and you're just getting away with it and just putting the work in every day, and you're preaching about halfway through the video, even though it says the title says that business said traffic monsoon, description said traffic monsoon, I show traffic monsoon, I talk about traffic monsoon, I am 100% behind traffic monsoon. Halfway through the video, I start preaching about the importance of Power Lead Systems, my own landing page, sales pages, and what it's meant to me. And I explain to them, at minimum, go ahead and go diamond, y'all, because if you're not, you're going to be giving money away. It's going to be going to me. And explain to them how we get paid in diamond and paid in platinum as well. You do that, and you're going to start getting some ridiculous ratios of people that's going to be going over here that love that business, that are going to be, using their tools, and that's going to be month after month after month of income. Again, only downside, something happens to this business, it will affect this business here at the tune of about half of it. Okay, so do keep that in mind. But what I just taught you is solid. Leveraging one business against the other will make you six-figure income if you do it right. That's the honest truth. I'm looking forward to rolling with Power Lead Systems without another business. That's why I put the work into it. That's why you're watching me making video after video every day. I have no intentions of laying back. I'm going to keep on doing it. So if there's anything else you need, y'all, just let me know. What you need to do is click the link down below if you are not in Power Lead Systems. Like I told you a minute ago, y'all would be freaking crazy not to go diamond and platinum as soon as possible. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that. And if you watch the presentation I have right here, y'all, let me see if I don't show you. I go all in detail explaining how gold works and how diamond works. There you go. This is about diamond right here, and I also have platinum in here. I go all into detail exactly how this works. And remember, y'all, not only is it going to work for you, within 30 minutes from the time you watch this presentation right here, this is an incredible presentation, y'all. How incredible? Let me show you this. Power Lead Systems. I have not promoted it, barely any. And I'm already on the very top of this page for this video. And I've only got 282 views, right? I made that video for another one for a while back, but it's still the same freaking, video. You know what I'm saying? Why is it up here on the very top of the page when I won't even promoting it directly? It's a good video. It's going to get you sales. Okay? You want to use a page like this that's going to do the work for you. Now, so what you do is go ahead and down below, sign up for Power Lead Systems. You got a 7-day trial anyhow. Go ahead and do that, y'all. That's a given. You need to do that. Go ahead and set up your sales page right here, right? And within 30 minutes from the time you're done watching this, you can already have your sales page up and going and have a link that you can get out to people. Has an autoresponder email and everything already built in, and it's going to impress the hell out of people. Okay? And then you need to get in our Facebook group. There's two of them. You need to be in our Power Lead Systems Facebook group. Also, the official Power Lead System Facebook group where I showed the 38,000 people at earlier. Y'all, this is one of the most talented group of people, and they're like-minded and they think the right way. And the owners in this place, they're in here on a regular basis. You can chat directly with Neil Geis, who's the CEO of Power Lead Systems, and he'd be able to tell you something directly. You don't get that every day, y'all. Seeing a CEO of a business sitting inside their own Facebook group that is so open and transparent about the business. This business is going to explode, and I'm going to be riding the tidal wave when it comes in. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that. That's why I'm focusing at this as my primary business for the first time. And when I'm done with this, I may not even have to add any more businesses to it, to be honest, anywhere in the future, because I don't see this going nowhere for a long time. That's the truth. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. Click the link down below, y'all. Go ahead and sign up at minimum. Friend me on Facebook, and I'll personally welcome you into the Facebook group. Okay? Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you in the groups. Thank you.